Another year, another gathering of the global economic elites in Davos, Switzerland, under the banner of trying to solve the world's problems, but really functioning instead to uphold the status quo of inequity and globalization. Well, this year, with Donald Trump absolutely wrecking the world economy, you can bet that the European elites wanted to ask U.S. representatives, why are we allowing a clown to wreck the world's economy, facilitate armed conflict, and undertake military conflict as well? And the whole world found out that when a clown is in charge, you can expect to deal with trained monkeys. And Howard Lutnik did not disappoint, literally pouting on stage when nobody put up with his BS the way media companies in the US do. I'm going to show a series of clips of Lutnik embarrassing himself and our country, and each one is more absurd than the next. So hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you the kind of media content and analysis that corporate media runs away from, especially when it comes to holding people's feet to the fire. And that's precisely what Howard Lutnik has no training or capacity for. He's so accustomed to not being challenged by U.S. media that he was completely unprepared for smart people to question his BS. And Lutnik ran up against really smart people. English-American historian John Adam Tooze, formerly of Cambridge and now a Columbia University professor, tried to get Lutnik out of his Trump bubble by asking him to imagine what his Danish counterpart is thinking. Lutnik was not only incapable, but fell back on the biggest lie that only a Trump administration toady can tell. Watch.
I mean, if you put yourself in the position of your Danish counterpart, who's a proud Dane and a loyal executor of the Danish government's position, how do you envision this going? How does this go down?
Well, I think you should start at a much higher level.
Okay.
We are in Davos at the World Economic Forum. And the Trump administration and myself, we are here to make a very clear point. Globalization has failed the West and the United States of America. It's a failed policy. It is what the WEF has stood for, which is export, offshore, far shore, find the cheapest labor in the world, and the world is a better place for it.
Globalization was an invention of the left? That lie is so ridiculous, everyone was too stunned to muster the nerve to interrupt. For decades, progressives protested against the neoliberal economics that fueled globalization. The left protested against NAFTA, against trade with China, against offshoring. In short, everything that Lutnik just described, the left opposed. So he's not only showing a complete inability to perform the cognitive task assigned, think of the other, but he dodges the question and just lies like the used car salesman that he truly is. But then, like the true trained chimp that he is, Lutnik tried to push the Trump theme that green energy is economic foolishness. Watch.
You should have solar, you should have wind. Why are you going to do solar and wind? Why would Europe agree to be net zero in 2030 when they don't make a battery? They don't make a battery.
Why? Here's why, Howie. Because oil is a finite quantity. Next question? Well, in point of fact, the next question says it all. Watch.
Can I bring you back to Greenland?
No. It's unnecessary. It's the Western Hemisphere is vital for the United States of America. Our national security people are on it, and they care about it, and I'm going to leave it to them to address with our allies, with our friends, and with everyone how they work it out.
And there you have Trump, his administration, and Trumponomics all distilled in one moment. An outright refusal to answer or take responsibility for irresponsible actions, like threats to sovereignty, creating havoc in the global economy, and destroying alliances. It's too high an honor to call Lutnik a paid shill. He's not bright enough to qualify for that role. And decorum prevented anyone from calling him out for what he really is. A performance artist mouthing slogans to please an audience of one, Vladimir Putin, but hoping the MAGA morons come along for the ride. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.